Hi guys, welcome back on board of the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Polkadot. What Polkadot is all about? Is it actually dead? Is it a dead coin? Is it ever gonna bounce back to its previous all-time high? At the time of recording, one dot is around $3.83. Of course, we're also going to talk about Ethereum, where Ethereum is heading in the immediate short term. But today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart, as we always do. And from 14th of August, at price of around 125,000, we've been in a downward trend. We've been correcting. And I've told you, corrections like these are actually for buying. They're healthy. And we formed this bearish channel pattern that we actually broke above on 2nd of September. Now potentially we're coming back to form a higher low, which is a bullish structure for continuation of the trend on the upside. Now, is it possible for Bitcoin to drop even lower to price of around 104,000? Yeah, that can potentially happen. I don't anticipate it, to be fair. I actually anticipate for Bitcoin to recover and start hitting all-time high prices by the end of this month. I'm not going to be surprised at all to experience like a V-shaped recovery, and Bitcoin by October, end of October, early November, start hitting prices of above 150,000. I mean, corrections like these, as I've said, they're healthy for the overall trend. The bottom of the bear market appeared in November of 2022. A price of around 15,000. At the time of recording this video, one Bitcoin is around 110,000. So we are definitely going to plan, and I'm anticipating higher prices when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, I've been nothing but right. When we look at the chart analysis on the yearly chart, I see huge reverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish structure. This huge ascending triangle pattern that we start forming on 18th of March 2024. Huge ascending triangle pattern that we actually broke above on 4th of August 2025. We actually broke above this resistance line that we've been testing since 8th of November 2021. Its previous all-time high price of around 4,800. We tested it here, as I've said, in November of 2021. We tested it in March of 2024. We tested it again in May of 2024. We tested it again at the end of last year in December of 2024, price of around 4,000. While everyone was thinking we're going to start testing all-time high price for Ethereum, we actually capitulated. We dropped to price of around 1,400. A V-shaped recovery. Trump introduced the tariffs, which benefited the stock market. And right now we're experiencing a raging bull market, not only for the Ethereum and for the Bitcoin chart, but for the traditional markets as well, such as S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial, to name a few. And I've told you guys, once Ethereum start hitting price of around 4,300, I'm not going to be surprised if we potentially come back to this resistance line. We turn it into support for continuation of the trend on the upside and start hitting all-time high prices. And that's exactly what we did. Ethereum, it end like the week of 18th of August, we almost went to $5,000. Now experiencing a little correction, but I'm anticipating for Ethereum to go to 6,600. Potentially by end of October, early November. And why exactly 6,600? Because this is the price target measured from the bottom to the top. The price target of this huge ascending triangle pattern, as I've said, is 6,600. Now, is it possible for Ethereum to go even 5 digits to above 10,000? Yeah, that's also a possibility. And this can potentially happen by February, March of next year. But let's just take one step at a time. I think everything is going at the right trajectory, going to the bullish trend, and I'm anticipating higher prices for Ethereum and for Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to DOT, there's a lot of bearish sentiment when it comes to Polkadot. There's a lot of comment in the comment section. They're saying that Polkadot is probably dead. It might never recover. I mean, again, is that possible? Absolutely. That's absolutely a possibility for Polkadot to go to zero and to never recover, and it might very well be dead, and this coin never see its all-time high, and it might never recover to the $12 mark. That's also a possibility. But the true speculation of the altcoin season hasn't happened yet. once this thing kicks in, especially the layer ones will most probably will outperform the Ethereum and the Bitcoin chart. And Polkadot is one of those layer ones that can definitely outperform Ethereum in the Bitcoin. But I'm not saying will outperform forever. I'm not saying Polkadot will outperform these two coins for a year. No, I'm just saying it potentially can outperform it in the next 3 to 6 months while the altcoin season lasts. And from that moment on, it can most definitely go to the abyss. Again, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research. Because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. In order for Polkadot to recover its bullish momentum, what I'd like to see is to actually go and test this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past on the 4th of March, in March of 2024, a price of around $12, and we tested it at the end of last year in December of 2024, a price of around $12. So if Polkadot start recovering and the true speculation of the altcoin season kicks in, and we start, as I've said, Polkadot start recovering and start testing price of above $12, potentially break above this resistance line, go to $13, $14, come back, test this previous resistance line, turn it into support. I'm not going to be surprised at all. Polkadot goes in a speculation mode, and from $13, $14, go and test this previous all-time high prices between $50 and $55. I mean, this is something that charts. We just have to look at it, what happened previously. We have that database from basically end of December of 2020, price of around $4 in a matter of a month and a half, almost 2 months. Yeah, for 15th of February 2021, went above $40. So that's 10x in a matter of a month and a half to 2 months. So if something like that plays out from around $4 in a matter of month and a half, 2 months, recover to $40, $45, potentially to its previous all-time high, consolidate, have a huge correction potentially that can last 2-3 months, and then a final blow off top, a full price discovery, break its all-time high, and potentially go test price of above $100 to $120. I mean, this potentially can happen. Again, Polkadot can easily go to zero, so always do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. Polkadot, its previous bull cycle went market cap of around 50 billion. I mean, this layer one is definitely worth visiting. Is definitely worth looking into it because last time around it outperformed Ethereum and the Bitcoin chart in the immediate short term while the altcoin season lasted. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you really want to support my work, you can subscribe to my Patreon. You can get my 2 books for absolutely free of how to become a sophisticated trader. Also, one-on-one consultation of how to navigate through that difficult bull cycle. And also exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. Some of their 50, 100x potential. And of course, it's definitely worth looking into my Patreon. There's a lot of value in it. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.